was born and raised right up the road, just up from Jack in the Box. Yeah. My dad was a 48 graduate of Ben Parker High School. Old school. We used to come down this, right down the road over here. In front of my cousins, the Kanais, they're right down there. We used to come grab clams off the beach back in the 60s. Then the bay got polluted. A lot of oysters, everything. But good to be back here. Brother Joe, we go way back, played Pop Warner football together, hung out as kids. We was about 12, 13 years old when we started jamming in my garage.
I grew up on the other side of Jack in a Box.
Yeah, by the fire station road, by Time Supermarket, Poleka Road. So we just play some music, talk story with you guys, and kind of see where we go. So we'll do this medley of different island songs and some little contemporary flavor. Kind of mellow, plenty slack key, all slack key. So if any of you out there play guitar and you look at my hands, it's not what you do, it's because it's not what you do. Different stuff going on. Anyway. Speaking of Kanai, my cousin Dwight lives in the house down below. Well, his dad does now. About 28 years ago, Malani Biliu from Kalapana, local band, wrote this song for the island of Molokai. And Dwight plays the slack key on that album. Song for the island of Molokai. Feel your evening breeze tonight, Molokai, I'm longing for your laughter. Gaze upon your silent shore, reminisce that sweet embrace of ginger. As New York City walls closing, I long for the touch of an island. Molokai, Molokai, sweet home. To rest and weary eye, Miss Jo smiles a lullaby in the evening time. Been so long since I've been home, missed the morning sunrise of the countryside. I've gone so far to find my way. This time I think I'll stay with an island. Molokai, Molokai, sweet home. To rest and weary eyes, Miss Jo smiled a lullaby in the evening time. Been so long since I've been home, missed the morning sunrise of the countryside. Gone so far to find my way. This time I think I'll stay with an island. Molokai, Molokai. Sweet home. Ooh. Our hometown. Olapa kaguila e kane ohe gahu ila ulima o ila ningai mega ua pua kea kalaia o mololani mege anu o ke kolau Olapa kaguila e kane ohe kahu ila ulema o ila nevai mega ua pua kea kalaia o mololani mege anu o ke kolau Hanohano mo kapu ka ehu kai ke koa moku moku a ohe ia mega ua pua kea kalaia o mololani mege anu o ke kolau O okahi mea ho mahe e ia aue a te la kalapa leo na he nai me kaua pua kea kalaia o mololani mege anu o ke kolau have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well their father's hell is slowly go by. Your dreams, the one they pick, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If I told you you would cry, just look at them sad. You know they love you. before they can die. Teach your parents well, their children's hell they slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If I told you you would cry, you look at them and say, you know they love you. Grew by, and so please help them with your youth. They seek the truth before they can die. Teach your children well, their father's hell it slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams. The one they picked, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If I told you you would cry, so look at them and say, you know they love you. You know they love you. You know they love you. So what we did is just kind of an example of all the music that's influenced both our lives over the years. We grew up. How old are you guys? We grew up when there was this thing called an LP record. We had a box phonograph, put the record on, stack about 6 records on there, and hope the little pin don't break. So the music we do is sort of kind of a journey that we've been on of stuff that we like to listen to and eventually learn how to play and stuff. So what we did was something Malani Billy wrote. Old song from Kaneohe, which is Mo'olelo, or the stories of Kaneohe. The name of the wind coming across the bay is Mololani. And then, of course, finishing that off with a Crosby, Stills and Nash song. Teach your children well, which is a message we can all use every day, you know. But I'm glad to be here. Give it up, my friend Joe Bernopes playing with me.
Thank you.
One of the reasons I'm here, and I've gone into the prison system with Kelly Boy and a bunch of other musicians, and I just did something over the Christmas holiday at HYCF, and just kind of sharing and encouraging everybody out there. And it's just a promise I kept to my good friend, Brother Is. We grew up together. I mean, we played music together, and Joe and I, back in the day, you know, it's our involvement in the music scene, the nightclub life, and all of that. So we've been there, done that. So we had our sort of stage in life of being broke training, you know what I mean? We had our days when, you know. So we speak from experience that we've been there, done that, you know, this close to getting arrested, all of that. But So one year we were doing a fundraiser, and this little girl, Alana Dung, needed a blood transfusion. And it was a bone marrow thing, and she was kind of like, the prognosis didn't look good. So we ended up doing a big concert at Blaisdell in the arena. All the Hawaiian musicians came. Everyone took turns going on stage playing, and I was in the back, and while I was getting ready to go on with the group I was playing with, Brother Iz came in the back door. By that time, he was already on the oxygen bottle and walking with a walker and all of that. But so we sat down, we chatted, and he talked about how he wanted to go out there and kind of reach out to the population and just kind of go back there and just encourage people and share with them the aloha, and encouraging, to kind of look up, look forward, kind of move on and rebound. And prior to that moment, at the time, so I've been on 82 different CDs in Hawaii since 1977, just as a studio musician, just playing guitar over other bands and musicians like Kapena, Naleo, some of the Pahinui brothers, Jack Johnson more recently. And so it was about 1996, I think it was. I was playing with the band Naleo Pilimehana, and we were at the Hoku Hanohano Awards, and I was backstage, so there was a curtain that separated us from the stage, and Brother Iz was on the stage, and so he was there playing with a couple other friends of ours, and he started talking about the Crips and the Bloods, and basically what he said is, what is a rag? A rag is to blow your nose, and basically he shared about how his passion, his love was to encourage the brothers and sisters out there trying to figure out how to refocus and get back on track. And so after that moment, we sort of made a promise. So I was doing a tour on the West Coast with some of the Slack Key Masters, and while we was on this tour that same year, 1996, we got a phone call, and Brother Iz passed away, which was a shock to all of us. But I don't know if many of you know now, the song Over the Rainbow, his version of Over the Rainbow, it's like all over the world now. Crazy, all over the world. So this company, Mountain Apple Records, who manage Brother Iz music, about 4 years ago, I was talking to one of their assistant managers. They were taking a trip to Germany that spring to introduce, because someone in Germany was interested in getting Brother Iz music over there. And so eventually they went, and later that year, Germany, Italy, Switzerland, other parts of Europe, go figure, Brother Iz, Over the Rainbow went to #1. Yeah. So, who would have thought, off these little rocks in the middle of the Pacific, we used to do crazy stuff together. And then in our later years, we decided, we just make a choice to be positive, refocus, because once we good, we're not good just for ourselves. We're good so that we can go back and reach out, and that's what we're doing, and that's why I'm here tonight. And so I'm going to do this song in honor of Brother Iz, because I know Brother is up there smiling down at us right now, and knowing that through me I can share his aloha to you guys. And so from Brother Iz to my heart to you guys. Someday I wish upon a star. I wake up to where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble smells like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Oh, why can someday I wish upon a star. I wake up to where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble smells like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Way up high, and the dream that you dare to, all dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday I wish upon a star. I wake up to where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble smells like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me. Well, I see trees of green, I see red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white, brightness of day. I like the night and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Ooh, the colors of the rainbows, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how did I owe you? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, the colors of the rainbows, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. See friends shaking hands, singing, how did I owe you? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, stop dreaming, gang. Dreams really do come true. So, I've been married. This August will be 36 years. And, I have 5 children, 35, 32, 24, 17, and 13. Actually, my 17-year-old turns 18 tomorrow. Yeah. Released a CD back in October. And so over the years, I've done more work helping other people out. And to date, I've done only now 3 solo projects. My first solo CD I did in 1996. And another one in 2000. I just released a CD back in October a few months ago, and I just dropped the Slack Key album, all instrumental, last week of December. But this song, if any of you listen to Hawaiian radio, this song been kind of tearing up the airwaves. I'm a resident of Waimanalo now. I never left the windward side. So from Kaneohe, I moved to Kalu, to Laie, bought a house, sold that house, moved back to Kalu, sold that house, moved to Kailua. Now I'm living homestead Waimanalo. So a couple years back, I got a phone call from Gabby Pahinui in conjunction with PBS Hawaii and OEV TV. They were going to shoot a TV special sort of recapturing a jam session that Gabby and some guys did like 40 years ago. And so they assembled 12 musicians, and I got the phone call to be one of them. So we took up someone's backyard at Beach Lodge by Waimanalo, shot like 6 hours of video for an 1.5-hour TV show that aired PBS National all over the U.S. in Hawaii. And just talking about the history of Hawaiian music in Slack Key. But anyway, I got the phone call from Cheryl, and I was stoked that he called me. Hung up the phone, sat in my office, and now that I'm a resident of Waimanalo, I thought, I read a song. So that night, in about an hour, this is the outcome. Song called Waimanalo, Ku'u Aina Aloha. There's a place that I come from on the east side of paradise, where blue meets blue and the ocean and sky become one, where the mountains and the sea, they call out to me, come on over. And the peaceful sound of the waves come rolling in. Waimanalo, no other place to be. Waimanalo, loved by all who come to see. Kuvahi pana, kukula iwi, kuaina aloha. Yeah. The kupuna and the keiki come and lay at Kaiona. And the peaceful sound of the waves come rolling in. Visions of ancient days take me back to another time. At Pahonu and Kaupo and ancestors came to know this place so fine. Waimanalo, no other place to be. Waimanalo, loved by all who come to see. Kuwahi pana, kukula iwi, kuaina aloha, land that I love. Waimanalo, no other place to be. Waimanalo, loved by all who come to see. Kuwahi pana, kukula iwi, kuaina aloha. There's a place that I come from the east side of paradise, where blue meets blue, and the ocean and skies become one, where the mountains and the sea, they call out to me, come on over. The peaceful sounds of the waves comes rolling in. Waimanalo, no other place to be. Waimanalo, loved by all who come to see. Kuwahi pana, kukula iwi, kuaina aloha. Kuwahi pana, kukula iwi, kuaina aloha. Kuwahi pana, kukula iwi, kuaina aloha. So sometimes I be driving home to Waimanalo and the song comes on the radio. I'm like, wow, yeah. So, smoking lomi action with the music. Yeah. So a couple of entities I'm involved with in the community. One of them is PBS Hawaii with Leslie Wilcox. Some good stuff happening with them. Purchased some land and a building some years ago. We just broke ground in November. End of 2015, beginning of 2016. We're going to move into a new building up at Sand Island. And the whole focus for the future of PBS Hawaii is sustainability, multi-generational. The kids, the parents, the teachers, the culture, the lo'i, the technology, all of it to kind of take us all together into the 21st century of learning, embracing our culture, and all the stuff that's there, that's been there, and always been there. And we, at some point, recognize why it's there and was really there to empower us and help us find our place in the community. Another organization I'm on is this group called nonprofit called Koku Hawaii Foundation, founded by Jack Johnson and his wife Kim some years ago. So I first met Jack at I was doing one of the professional surfers, Pancho Sullivan. I was doing some music at his wedding up in Waimea Bay, and I met Jack there, and he liked the slack key I was playing, so we exchanged numbers. We got together, and he was already playing slack key, but I taught him this exact tuning that I'm playing here. And we hung out for a little while. Later that year, or the following year, he invited me to sit in with their Kokua Festival at Waikiki Shell, and asked me to MC the event, so I did. Anyway, being on the board, just all of that. All of what we're talking about is at some point for him, he had aspired to be a professional surfer, got hurt really bad one day at Pipe, came in and kind of started to reassess things and decided to pursue a career in doing more filmmaking. So he got into making surf films, like Thicker Than Water and a bunch of other stuff that came out with Chris and Emmett Malloy. So they formed Koku Hawaii Foundation basically as a platform to bring education into the schools, environmental education and sustainable stuff. So all the schools that we take on with Koku Hawaii Foundation has like on campus, like farm to table, they garden, they farm stuff, they serve it right in their cafeteria. They do like a 3 R's program: reduce, reuse, recycle. And so for all the teachers, the faculty, and the students who have embraced these philosophies in the school, we send them on workshops, we provide them with monies, with curriculum. And so a few years back, this Hawaiian band I used to be in was recording a CD in his studio up in Pupukia, and so we were in the studio one day hanging out. He calls his studio Mango Tree. It was right next to a huge mango tree out his backyard. So we were there with this Hawaiian band that I was with and recording, and he comes in one day and says, "Oh, you mind if I sit in on a song with you guys?" And I'm like, "Totally, that would be awesome." So he broke out his guitar and he started to play, some of the slack. He was like, "Oh," he's like, "You remember this? A couple years ago, he started playing." I was like, "Wow, that's nuts." What he was doing was really awesome. So I wasn't tracking his career. I wasn't tracking what albums he was making. So we started to rehearse the song and practice it. And this one CD that he did called In Between Dreams was the album that he included this song on that he wrote for his dad. So he had the song on this In Between Dreams album. So he's asking us, we're going to cover the song on our Hawaiian CD now, featuring him. So we rehearse the song, we do it. And a couple days later, we're in the studio doing more work, and I see him nailing up this plaque on the wall. It's like kind of bothering us while we was working, but that's his studio, so we didn't care. He's nailing the plaque, and we look like, the record, double platinum. He's nailing it on the, I just went double platinum. We're like, wow. So he went on to tell me that album he did, In Between Dreams, he did this version of Constellations. He wrote for his dad. His late dad now, Uncle Jeff. What they would do is, Jeff did a lot of sailing all over the world. Had some friends that he would meet up with in the South Pacific, Australia and stuff. But they would take a sailboat over to Molokai, over to the backside, park the boat, take a dinghy or whatever, take stuff to the shore, set up camp, get a campfire stoked and going. And so Jack describes how this song kind of wrote itself, because one day he paddled out in the surf. And for some of you who are in the water, like when the full moon's about to come up, there's some days when you're out in the water, the sun is going down and the moon is actually coming up at the same time from the east. So this one evening he's out there surfing and the sun's setting, the moon's coming up, and he looks on the shore and a couple kids are skipping stones on the ocean. So as he's telling me the song, he's like, yeah, I just saw this video going on in front of me and the song kind of wrote itself. So they would go in after the surf session, lie on the sand, and Jeff would have them lie on the beach, look up in the sky, and he would explain all the different constellations and formations in the sky of the stars. Anyway, slacky version of Jack's song he wrote for his dad called Constellations. Light was leaving in the west, it was blue. The children's laughter sang, skipping just like the stones that they threw. The voices echoed across the waves. It's getting late. It was just another night with the sunset and the moonrise not so far behind. Give us just enough light to lay down underneath the stars. Listen to all the translations of the stories across the sky. We drew our own constellation. West winds often last too long, and when they come down, nothing ever feels the same. Sheltered under the Kumani tree, waiting for the passing rain. The clouds keep moving to uncover the sea. The stars above us chasing the day away. Find stories that we sometimes need. Listen close enough and all else fades away. It was just another night with the sunset and the moonrise not so far behind. Give us just enough light to lay down underneath the stars. Listen to Papa's translation of the stories across the sky. We drew our own constellation. Constellations, Jack Johnson. So again, all the music that we've tried to embrace and emulate and cover over the years, some of them from way back in the 70s, and all the Hawaiian musicians that were role models for us. We're kind of celebrating something pretty significant, and although it's carrying a theme of continuity throughout our culture and our heritage, it's going a step beyond. And speaking of our Kanu Hokulea. Back in the 70s, we were still in high school. Some friends of ours who were recording back then did an album for the inaugural trip down to Tahiti at the time, the Kanu Hokulea. And so some of the music that came out of that time, the compositions that celebrated what the canoe meant for the Hawaiians in embarking, and again, what was considered like modern day astronauts, you know, dozen or so guys in a canoe about the half the size of this room, voyaging the seas, the weather, the elements, and finding their way against one more time. So the canoe is now down in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and I think they just hit land down at the South Island. This is one song we had fun with back in the day, and celebrates the canoe. And a group called Hokulea off a CD called Hokulea. A song called Napea Hokulea.
Huki mai ke kaula, huki mai ka lau, pa mai ka makani, popoho na pea. Huki mai ke kaula, huki mai ka lau, pa mai ka makani, popoho na pea. Kele polole ya Hoku lea. Pohaina la I kava'a o kele polole ya Hoku lea. Laponono kuakui kaina me kalana kila imino ape anua eike alaponono kuakui kaina me kalana kila. Laponono kuakui kaina me kalana kila, me kalana kila.
Povoinji kanu Hokulea. I think that's so significant for the canoe now is actually a platform for training. Many who have spent years on the canoe, and they're raising up more young leaders in their late teens and early 20s, spending time on the canoe, sailing between islands, and even now on the journey down to Aotearoa, New Zealand. For the first time in the history of Polynesian sailing, the canoe will eventually circumnavigate New Zealand and end up in the Tasman Sea and venture off into waters that have never been traveled by Polynesian voyaging vessel. So kudos to those guys. Yeah, big time. Oh. Another song for voyaging canoe Hoku Lea. As they paddle, as they steer, as they sail. Important thing is that one day you look over the horizon and you see her sails returning to Hawaii again. Simple song. Paddling on by the sea, Hoku Lea. Paddling on by the sea, Hoku Lea. Steering on by the sea, Hoku Lea. Steering on by the sea, Hoku Lea. Sailing on by the sea, Hoku Lea. Sailing on by the sea, Hoku Lea. Returning safely by the sea, Hoku Lea. Returning safely by the sea, Hoku Lea. Hoku Lea. Hoku Lea. Hokulea.
We're just talking story.
So at one of our Kokua festivals, when you had a question, shoot.
There we go.
Okay, I'll do that one after this. One of our Kokua festivals at Waikiki Shell, I think it was 2009, I think it was. We had Dave Matthews and Tim Reynolds come and play. So I forget who else was there that year. But so being the MC of the event, I was backstage and watching the performances, and I was so inspired. These guys just crazy, the talent they have. So being inspired by that, I went home and I thought, okay, I'll get a little creative. So being involved in sustainable environmental issues. I wrote this song, which is my kind of personal take and protest against genetically modified organisms, or GMO. Organic is the way to go, man. The Hawaiians say that, no panic, go organic. So for our friends up in Waimanalo, Ma'o Farms, Ma'o, go green. I wrote this song. It's called Mother Earth. So this is my take. That the vision our young people have. Jack has his mantra. It's like, you teach the kids what is right, and the future takes care of itself. So, song called Mother Earth. What's been going on? Look what's happening all around. Time to make a change, 'cause change is what we need. The earth was made to provide, don't need no chemicals and lies. Live naturally, no better place to be on Mother Earth. I will love these islands, what the land can give to me. Unforgotten generation, generations to be. Vision of our young will carry us along. No time to waste, it's all slipping away. Gotta do what we can. No DNA alteration, it only causes complication. Everybody knows GMO has got to go on every nation. Vision of our
gotta do what we can. What's been going on? Look what's happening all around. Time to make a change, 'cause change is what we need. The earth was made to spread, don't need no chemicals and lies. Live naturally, no better place to be. On Mother Earth, gotta do what we can. On Mother Earth, gotta do what we can. On Mother Earth, gotta do what we can. On Mother Earth.
No GMO at all. Aole.
Yes.
I get asked that the past 20 years. Question was, do we offer lessons? I'm actually thinking about it. Yeah. So busy. 5 kids, 3 grandkids. But okay. Song by request. I'm in the wrong key.
Keep going. You all right?
I remember days when we were younger. We used to catch a Hoku in the mountain stream. Round the olau hills, we'd ride on horseback. So long ago it seemed it was a dream. Sing along, guy. Last night I dreamt I was returning. My heart called out to you. And my heart calls out to you. But I fear you won't be like I left you. Meke aloha. Meke aloha kuhome o kahalu. I remember days when we were wiser, when our world was small enough for a dream. And you have lingered there, my sister, and I no longer can it seem. Last night I dreamt I was returning, and my heart called out to you. But I fear you won't be like I left you. Miki aloha kuhome o kahalu. Change is a strange thing, it cannot be denied. you find yourself or make you lose your pride. Move with it slowly as on the road we go. Please do not hold on to me. We all must go alone.
Everybody sing along.
I remember the day we were smiling, when we were smiling, when we laughed and sang. When we laughed and sang the whole night long. And I will greet you as I find you. The sharing of this brand new song. With the sharing of this brand new song. Last night I dreamt I was returning. And my heart called out to you to please accept me as you find me. Ke aloha ku homeo kahalu. Ke aloha ku homeo kahalu. Ke aloha ku homeo kahalu. So glad we came, gang. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm having a hard time not thinking about the Super Bowl. Be real, cuz, be real.
Seahawks, raise your hand. Okay. Patriots, you're outnumbered. You're outnumbered.
Somebody begin for Brother Joe Baranobis playing bass.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. You, brother. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do this one last song. And we all connected. Our origin, our upbringing, our trauma, all the crap. We look back, what was there through all of it. The people, the village, the family, the unexpected ones who came in. And while we're here tonight, just to let you guys know, we're here for you. Community, brothers and sisters everywhere. Brother is. And so I don't know, I might go kidnap some other musicians and maybe come back again. Anyway, I'm actually here today because my father, at 8 years old, stuck an ukulele in my hands, and I loved it. At 10 years old, stuck a guitar like this in my hands, and I went, what the hell? I didn't know what to do, but it was tuned in this exact tuning. So at 10 years old, I held the guitar like this, and I walked from across the room and did this. He strummed the strings, and as the guitar vibrated on my body, nuts, I had like mean lightning bolt action. I knew for the rest of my life, that's what I wanted to do.
make noise come out of the hole of this box. Not just for me, but aloha everywhere we go. Cannot explain it. Gotta dig deep. And when you find it, it just, and when you get with other people who are on the same journey, when you're limping, they grab you. When they're limping, you grab them. That's what it's all about. So this song, for me, I honor my kupuna, my grandma on both sides, my grandparents on both sides. Originally from the Big Island. My dad's side, 9 generations to this man, Kaloku Okamaile, was Kamehameha's bigger brother by 20 years. And my mom's side, originating from Ka'u, Keaukaha on the Big Island. So this is for them. For mahalo, for all they did, all they deposited into my life, all the cracks I got, all the correction, because today I'm a better person because they were there. So song called In a Real Old Style. Awesome song. Written by Keola Beamer. My grandfather, he's a kindly man. He lives on homestead land. Sometimes he'd sing me the songs he wrote. He was still a young man, and he played in the real old style, and he played in the real old style. Families love to sing. I sing with them when I get the chance, and they're filled with love for me, and they dance in the real old style. And they dance in the real old style. Now these folks, they are young no more. They will pass away. I know that I'll remember them and the songs they used to play. And they'll play in the real old style. And they'll play in the real old style. Now I'm a young man still, with many things to see. Someday when I grow old, I'll sing the songs they sang for me, and I'll play in the real old style. Hello, everybody. Hello, gang. Hello. Hello.
All right, mahalo, thank you.
Next thing, gotta go.
Anybody else want something? Hear something? Or anybody wants to come up and sing something?
Okay. Oh, I don't know any David Matthews music. Oh, Uncle Eva, Brother Cyril over here. Got any hula dancers in the house? Anybody dance hula? Okay. Okay. Oh, cuz. Hanohano and In This Life. Shoot, I'm going to do both of those.
Aloha, au ia mauna kea. Ike anu o ke ahi ahi. Holono, 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 I ka leo kamakani. Ke ukano, he ka What's the other one? In this life. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, we chant. Chant some. Oh, inspiring all these songs. For all I've been blessed with in my life, there was an emptiness in me. I was imprisoned by the power of gold. With one kind touch you set me free. Let the world stop turning. Let the sun stop burning. Sing along. Let them tell me love not worth going through. If it all falls apart, I will know deep in my heart the only dream that mattered had come true. In this life, I was loved by you. For every mountain I had climbed, every raging river crossed, you were the treasure that I longed to find. With one kind touch I will be on. Let the world stop turning. Let the sun stop burning. Let them tell me love not going through. If it all falls apart, I will know deep in my heart the only dream that mattered had come true. In this life, I was loved by you. I know that I won't live forever, but forever I will be loving you. Let the world stop turning. Let the sun stop burning. Let them tell me love not worth going through. If it all falls apart, I will know deep in my heart the only dream that mattered had come true. Everybody sing it out. In this life, I was loved by you. In this life, I was loved by you. In this life, I was loved by you. Love everybody. God bless. Love you guys.